Hello students, welcome to the video lecture series on electrical installation, maintenance and testing. We have started with the unit number 2 and we have finished the point definition of substation and classification of substation. Now the next point is an important point, various equipment used in the substation with their specification. So we will start with the today's content. Before that, we have to select the location of a site for a substation. Which factors we have to consider? Let's say we have to consider the type of substation first. So the classification which we have seen earlier, among that type, which classification we have to set or install, so that we have to identify first. How we are going to identify the type of substation? So it depends on the need of the substation at particular area or at particular region. Second is the availability of suitable and sufficient land. So for specific substation, we require the specific area. So let's say for 400 kilovolt substation, we require almost 50 acres of land. For 220 kilovolt substation, we require 25 acres of land. And for 132 kilovolt substation, we requires 10 acres of land. So if this land is available in a sufficient way, so we can install the above substation category. Third factor is communication facility. Fourth is a atmospheric pollution. So we can decide, we can go for either indoor or outdoor. So this is the important factor. Availability of essential amenities to the staff. So the staff which they are going to work inside the substation. So we have to take care of that also. The drainage facility. So these factors we have to consider while identify or location of the site of substation. Now these are the various components used in the substation. First, the circuit breaker, disconnecting switch, earthing switch, power transformer, lightning arrestor, instrument transformer, CT and PT, bus bar, control panels, wave trap. So these equipments, these components we are using inside the substation. Typical components of a power plant substation. So switchyard consists of this single line diagram. So this is the ABCDEFG. Let's say A stands for bus bar. So this is my bus bar. B is a disconnector. C is a circuit breaker. D is a current transformer. So this is a symbol of current transformer. E is a voltage transformer. F is a earthing switch and G is a surge arrestor or lightning arrestor. So the purpose of bus bar is to connect. The purpose of disconnector is connect and disconnect. The purpose of circuit breaker is connect, disconnect and detect. So if there is a fault, this fault can be detected with the help of circuit breaker. The name indicates itself. It is used to break the circuit when there is an abnormal condition is going to happen. Current transformer is used to detect the current and if requires it transform the current also. Voltage transformer is used to detect voltage and to transform also. Earthing switch is used for protection or you can say safety purpose. And the surge arrestor is used as a protective equipment. Now the first component is a very important component that is called a circuit breaker. So this is the elementary tripping circuit of a circuit breaker. This is a transmission line, three-phase transmission line. This is a current transformer. This is a secondary of current transformer and this is the primary of the current transformer. This is the relay actually. This is a tripping coil and this is the DC source. Now what happens when if there is a fault on this C line? So if there is a fault, the increased amount of current is detected by CT secondary. So this current is going to flow in this direction. So this will energize the relay. So they are going to connect to C1 and C2. As the circuit is get completed, the DC source sends the DC voltage so that this tripping coil is get energized. So it will get pulled out. So this is the elementary tripping circuit of a circuit breaker. In every circuit breaker, this type of arrangement is available. So it is defined as, circuit breaker is defined as the mechanical switching device capable of making, carrying and breaking the current. So we can make the current, we can carry the current and we can break the current also. Under normal operating conditions and also making the carrying for specified time and breaking the currents under specified abnormal circuit conditions such as short circuit or fault. The circuit breaker have two contacts, that is fixed contact and moving contact. So this fixed contact is a fixed and this moving contact is a moving contact. So initially they are connected together, but when there is a fault, they start separating from each other and it develops the arc. In the 4th year, 2nd semester, there is a subject, switchgear and protection. Under that subject, they are going to discuss in detail the types of circuit breaker. This is only the introduction to circuit breaker. Circuit breaker classification as depending on the voltage range, low voltage circuit breaker and high voltage circuit breaker. Low voltage means less than 1 kilovolt. High voltage circuit breaker is nothing but whenever we are using the rated voltage above 1 kilovolt, that is termed as a high voltage circuit breaker. The circuit breakers which we are using in our house is under the category of low voltage circuit breaker, that is called as a MCB or MCCB. But we have heard this word before, MCB, miniature circuit breaker, MCCB, molded case circuit breaker. The second classification is depending on the installation, so you can make the indoor as well as outdoor. Classified according to the external design, that is the dead tank or the live tank. So this is applicable for the SF6. SF6 is a gas which we can use as a dielectric medium. So this is the indoor type circuit breaker. So the pictures are used here are taken from the internet and this is for the study purpose only. So this is the outdoor type circuit breaker. 4th classification is depending on the interrupting medium. So we can interrupt with the help of oil, vacuum, SF6, air blast and air magnetic circuit breaker. So for simplicity, I have considered here air magnetic circuit breaker are limited to older switchgear and have generally been replaced by vacuum or SF6. Nowadays we are using SF6 or vacuum in the substations. So the voltage rated according to IEC. IEC is the International Electrotechnical Commission. So this is the body which governs or which sets some rules. So if we are going to follow these rules of IEC for 72.5 kilovolt and above, we have to use the voltage rated 100 kilovolt, 123, 145, 170, 245, 300, 362, 420, 525 and 765 kilovolt in that way. For a rated standard normal current, we can use 400, 630, 800, 1250, 1600, 2000, 2500, 3150, 4000, 5000, 630, 63,000, 6300, sorry. The standard frequency is 50 Hz or 60 Hz. The breaking capacity is a symmetrical breaking capacity and unsymmetrical breaking capacity. The disconnecting switch, the second equipment. The name indicates itself. It is used for disconnection. A mechanical device used to change the connections within a circuit or isolate a circuit from power source. Normally used to provide isolation of the substation equipment such as a circuit breaker, bus bar for maintenance and also be used for bus sectionalizing. It must only be opened and closed when the current is zero. In other words, it cannot interrupt in normal load current. So we have to take care of this switch. So whenever the current is zero or there is no flow of current in a transmission line, then we can open or close with the help of this disconnecting switch. So this is the pictures of disconnecting switch. This is the rating for 200 ampere 15 kilovolt and this is the rating for 600 ampere and 46 kilovolt. This is a single line diagram of location of disconnecting switch in a substation. So here is bus bar. Here we are using the disconnecting switches. After that there is a circuit breaker symbol. After that there is a earthing switch for this line. For this line there is a transformer. For this line there is again earthing switch. Earthing switches. So these are pictures of earthing switches. Are used for safety switches that ensures a transmission line is definitely grounded while repairs are being carried out. So if there is a maintenance carried out for a particular transmission line, then we have to use these earthing switches to make the transmission line earth. So these are the earthing switches. The power transformer in a substation. So this is the tri-type power transformer. The function of a power transformer is either can step up or step down. This is the power transformer in a substation. It's called as a liquid immersed. So you can easily see this is a bulky power transformer. The three segments based on the size range are small power transformer of the rating 500 to 7500 kVA. For a medium power transformer in the range of 7500 to 100 MVA, and for large power transformers greater than 100 MVA and above. Nominal system voltage and basic insulation level we are going to follow. So we have to refer this chart. Substation equipments and its functions. So the next equipment is a lightning arrestor. So this equipment is used for a protection purpose. So the lightning arrestor are the instruments that are used in the incoming lines so that to prevent the high voltage entering the main station. So this high voltage is a very dangerous to the instruments used in the substation. Even the instruments are very costly, so to prevent any damage, lightning arresters are used. The lightning arresters do not let the lightning to fall on the station. If some lightning occurs, the arresters pull the lightning and ground it to the earth. So this is the important function of lightning arrestor. In any substation, the main important is of protection, which is firstly done by these lightning arresters. The lightning arresters are grounded to the earth so that it can pull lightning to the ground. The lightning arrestor works with an angle of 30 degree to 45 degree, making a pole. So these are the lightning arresters on a bus bar. So we are using the lightning arrestor like this. So whenever the lightning is going to happen here, they are going to strike on this and they are get earth. So this is the MOE type lightning arrestor, metal oxide arrestor. So this is the lightning arrestor. So whenever you are going to see the construction or the equipment like this, ring surrounded to that equipment, that is called the MOE type lightning arrestor. The next important equipment is a current transformer. The current transformer is essentially a step-up transformer which is step down the current to a known ratio. The primary of this transformer consists of one or more turns of thick wire connected in series with power line. The secondary consists of large number of turns of fine wire and provides for measuring the instruments and relays a current which is a constant fraction of the current in the line. Suppose a current transformer rated at 100 by 5 ampere is connected in a line to measure the current. If the current in the line is 100 ampere, then the current in the secondary will be 5 ampere. So this is going to step down the current to a known ratio. Similarly, if a current in the line is 50 ampere and the secondary of the CT is 2.5 ampere, thus the CT under the consideration will step down the line current by a factor of 20. So if you are going to multiply this 2.5 with 20, you will get the 50 ampere as a primary current. These are the pictures of CT and this is the picture of PT. You have to keep in mind, we have to identify the difference between CT and PT. They are same, they are looking same, but the difference is that CT has incoming as and outgoing also. But for a PT, there is only incoming. Or you can say this will be treated as outgoing also. So this is the difference between CT and PT. The next point is the potential transformer. It is essentially a step-down transformer and step down the voltage to a known ratio. The primary of this transformer consists of large number of turns of fine wire connected across the lines. The secondary winding consists of a few turns and provides for measuring the instruments and relays a voltage which is known fraction of the line voltage. Suppose a potential transformer rated at 66 kV to 110 volt is connected to a power line. If the line voltage is 66 kV, then voltage across the secondary will be 110 volt. So this is the step down of voltage. The next important equipment is a bus bar. The bus bar is nothing but it is a equipment, or you can say it is a transmission line which carries the amount of power from one end to another end. The bus is a line in which the incoming line come into and get into the instrument for further step up or step down. The first bus is used for putting the incoming line in a single line. There may be the double line in the bus so that if any fault occurs in the one bus, so the other can still have the current and the supply will not stop. So this is the advantage of double line bus. The bus bar in electrical power distribution refers to thick strip of copper or aluminium that conduct the electricity within a switchboard, distribution board, substation or other electrical apparatus. The size of the bus bar is important in determining the maximum amount of current that can be safely carried. Bus bars are typically either flat strips or hollow tubes, as these shapes allow the heat to dissipate more efficiently due to their high surface area to cross-sectional area ratio. So this is related to the bus bar. So we can see these are the bus bars. Next important equipment is a control panel. So staff which follows these control rooms are taking care of this whole substation. The control panels may be the cubicle type or corridor type. In the cubicle type, each panel is fabricated as an independent box closed from sides but with a door at the back. So these are the control panels. The next equipment is a wave trap. Wave traps are used at substation using power line of carrier communication, so that is PLCC. PLCC is used to transmit the communication and control the information at a high frequency over the power lines. This reduces need for a separate infra for communication between the substation. So these are the wave traps. I hope you understand each equipment along with its function and specification. Thank you. God bless you.